Hit Breakfast with Allan and Carly. And there's a lot of jobs out there, Carly.
There
Some
is.
jobs that you go, oh, well, I didn't know that was a job. And that's certainly what we're talking about right now, Carly.
Yeah, because right now on the line we have Joe Brook, who is a professional cuddle therapist. I hope I did the title justice.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, sometimes I call myself cuddle therapy practitioner.
Oh.
But yeah, that's all good.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's the title, Professional Cuddle Therapist. And you're based out of Perth in WA.
I am, yes.
Wow. This is a job that you would think you'd be reading about someone in Japan doing something like this. And what type of people, what are you doing there? Are you teaching people how to cuddle? Are you, I don't know, giving people who are lonely a little bit of like a human connection? What is the purpose of your job?
Yeah, it's a great question. So I provide a safe container for people to receive platonic touch and to ask for what they want and to really just be seen and heard and listened to and be accepted as they are.
Joe, does your work get quite emotional at times?
Yes.
Because sometimes, especially if people are dealing with loneliness and then they get a hug, I mean, for some people it might have been years since they've been hugged. Do people tend to break down and it gets quite emotional?
Absolutely. I had one session where the client just wanted to cry the whole time. And for me, that is the greatest honour because what that means to me is that they feel safe with me and that they're at their rawest, they're at their most vulnerable. And so for me to just hold a safe space for them and be present with them and have that compassion for them, that's amazing. So I always say to people, all emotions are welcome. Tears and laughter are welcome. It's just being authentic. So, yeah, it is emotional for people, and that's, I think, a good thing. That's very therapeutic and cathartic for people to cry.
Joe, as much as I love that this is a job and I think that it's a great job, I kind of am sad that there's such a need for it. Are these people that don't have loved ones around them, or are these people that are too scared to ask for a hug from people around them?
It is sad. That is a fact. And I think what this does is it brings more compassion. And I think that it's okay to reach out and ask for support, because a lot of people can't ask their loved ones. Actually, I just did a intake call the other day, and the guy said he doesn't want to ask his friends and family for a cuddle because that, to him, feels weirder than hiring me, somebody who he doesn't know. So for some people, they actually want to pay somebody.
I pride myself on being quite a good hugger, to be honest. Now, here's the thing about me is I don't really like hugging people too often. But now that I realize there's a market in it, Joe, how do I get into this? Like, do I need to, like, sell my hugs? Like,
yeah, I do see people say, well, I'm a good hugger.
I'm a great hugger.
Do this.
You can hear it in my voice.
So, this is a business. You have to set yourself up as a business. So if you're not willing to do any of that, then it's probably not going to work for you. But training, doing something online, like with Cuddlist or Cuddle Sanctuary, is the best way to start because then you get a feel for the consent and boundaries component. Because it's not just showing up and hugging somebody for an hour. That's not it. It's good communication. It's understanding consent and boundaries, understanding trauma. So definitely start with the training course such as Cuddlist or Cuddle Sanctuary.
Oh, my goodness.
Definitely.
As long as you never employ the free hugs guy, because I don't want him to ever sell out. That'll break my heart.
Yeah, I had a really funny story. There was two people like in a public space. One was saying free hugs, and the other person had saying $2 hugs. And guess which person got the most hugs?
$2 hug for sure.
The one saying $2 hugs, because that person valued themselves and they were giving more, more quality. People wanted to pay for it.
Well, from learning about the process to become a professional cuddle therapist, I've decided I'm not going to do it. It sounds like too much work. In fact, I feel like I now need a hug. Joe, you're doing amazing work. If you want more information, then go to cuddlehaven.com.au. You are in WA, so people want to look you up and get a professional cuddle, they can do so. Joe, thanks for your time today. We've learned a lot.
Perfect. Thank you so much for having me.